Hello everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing well and that you're all having a fantastic day. Likes, comments, multiple comments, or subscriptions, all these things are always very much appreciated and they do help out the channel immensely. Welcome back to another News I Missed, where I go over, that's right, news I missed. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. Julius Baer Group, a private bank based in Zurich, has announced that it is creating a proprietary digital wealth management system focused on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, and it will be exclusively for the richest of the rich. The private bank has noted its goal to position itself at the intersection where Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies meet the fiat world while acknowledging the volatility of the space. Julius Baer plans to keep a watchful eye on the growing asset class, monitoring its evolution and any other opportunities that may present themselves. They said it could very well be at this very instant we are witnessing a bubble burst moment of the crypto industry. And we all know what happened after the dot-com bubble burst 30 years ago. It paved the way for the emergence of a new sector that indeed transformed our lives. I believe digital assets and decentralized finance hold that same potential. Backing it up, it's Switzerland. We've heard from many different Swiss private banks that they are into crypto, offering crypto to their clients, accumulating crypto. It's all inside of the exact same basket. I keep seeing, maybe it's just me, I don't know what's going on. You might have heard, as I just said, they were like, oh, this bubble bursting moment of the cryptocurrency space. First of all, Bitcoin falling from 38 to 30,000 is not a bubble burst as much as Bitcoin going from like 22,000 or something back down to $3,000. Am I the only one who doesn't feel that it's that bad? I'm asking a serious question because I keep seeing people talking about online like a really weird woe is us kind of thing. I think if Ethereum was around $150, if Bitcoin was like $1,800, if XRP was like half a cent, I'm like, well, guys, the bubble has burst. We've been at these numbers, like weren't we just here in January? Am I missing something very odd? I'm not sure where this really weird sideways doom and gloom thing is coming from, where it's like, well, guys, now we got to wait the next 7 years for the next run up. I feel like we're still doing pretty well despite the current global economic situation. But yeah, another private Swiss bank has announced that they're going to be offering Bitcoin and crypto services to the creme de la creme on top of their cake. Any surprise? No. I'm pretty sure that there are many other banks doing the exact same thing. They typically don't have a press release for it. And also, this is a major bank in Switzerland, so of course they're also going to be making the news. Yeah, fantastic. Can't wait for the rich to get richer, because that's just how banks work. Alrighty. Moving on. Also in the news, the rate at which Shiba Inu tokens are being burned has jumped by 800% to a new record of 12.8 billion tokens shortly after the cryptocurrency's burn portal started distributing Ryoshi rewards to those who burn it. Sound confused? Me too. As Crypto Globe reported, the first distribution of rewards has already gone out to those who burnt SHIB through the burn portal. Whenever users burn their tokens through it, they are awarded burnt SHIB, which they can then use to get Ryoshi. Why the complication? Because money. The team behind the meme-inspired cryptocurrency launched the burn portal on the 23rd of April, and from that point on until rewards started being distributed, the SHIB army burned around 29.5 billion coins. After rewards started being distributed earlier this week, the figure jumped to 42.7 billion tokens at the time of writing. So I'm going to say it once again. I don't know. I mean, it's money. I was going to say, I don't know why they make it so complicated, but it's you have another coin that has another coin that has another coin. And that's just kind of how that thing goes. Is there a reason for a burnt SHIB coin? Absolutely not. Is there even a reason for a Ryoshi coin? Probably also absolutely not. But alas, I saw a couple of articles earlier this week, therefore news I missed, discussing this going on and the burn rate and the barbadar, and everyone was going completely insane. So many Shibas have been burned. I can't believe it. But they were also like fretting at the fact that the price hadn't exploded off of this news. And it's like, you know, the world's like in chaos right now, right? Like, you know that all assets are falling, and because you burned 8 times the amount of Shiba you burned last month, that Shiba Inu isn't necessarily supposed to be going directly to $1. So anyway, yeah, Shiba Inu remains in the news. I also love this chart right here. I tried to make it larger. It didn't really work. Where you can see the actual burn rate line, and it's just like up, and it's not like any, like, you know, you normally see like the little jumps and falls, but this one's just a straight shot up. 866% burn rate. I hope their dreams come true. I've heard this thing for so long. It's been over a year and a half now. The more SHIB you burn, the higher the price will be later, which of course can, you know, supply and demand can totally be a thing. But I think, once again, hear me out on this one. As long as Bitcoin and Ethereum, as long as Bitcoin's not at 44,000 and Ethereum's not nearing $5,000, I think we're going to see a lot of like crazy activity in the background, like these upgrades and these updates and this new computer and that mechanism and these 900 trillion coins being burned. But until prices like recover, I don't think Shiba Inu is going to a cent anytime soon. You know, just throwing that out there. But yeah, crazy. Wow. Good job, Shiba Inu. That's a really straight line. That's kind of crazy. Unexpected, I would say. Alrighty. Let's move on. Also in the news, the founder and CEO of Skybridge Capital says that the global investment firm is holding on to its crypto positions despite the dramatic downturn of the markets. I don't think it's that dramatic, but maybe it's just me. In a new interview on CNBC ABC, Anthony Scaramucci, see, all that rhymed, says that crypto is currently facing a bear market that's more challenging than usual. No, Mr. Mucci. It is the entire world that is facing a global turn down bear market. We are literally talking about a recession depression happening in the United States because of the stock market. I want people to stop pretending that Bitcoin is its own entity and is immune to everything else around it. I don't think that Bitcoin's in the bear market because it's at $30,000 when we were here just a couple of months ago. Nobody else in the room agrees with me? Okay. He said in March 2020, when Bitcoin got down between $4,000 and $6,000, it was actually $3,000. You're welcome. There was $70 billion lost. Think of that magnitude of what we're talking about. Now it's an $800 billion correction. What? None of that. We'd be at like a $10,000 Bitcoin. He said, I think the good news about that, frankly, is because this is decentralized, you don't have any systemic risks. Okay. He said, I want you to just imagine that kind of hit on the banking community, how dramatic that would be and what the Federal Reserve would need to do. It's just an example of decentralization being what I would describe as less fragile than the core system. Despite the massive losses of the current correction, Scaramucci remains optimistic that the prices of crypto assets will recover. He references similar corrections in equities. Why is everyone talking about the year 2000? Did something happen this week where we were having like a Y2K party or something like that? That's the second time so far. Why is everyone discussing 1999 and 2000 as like, well, they went down and they went back up? I would literally just look at the beginning of 2020. I think the only thing that would terrify me right now is if Bitcoin hit $1,000. I'd be like, oh boy, that's kind of crazy. We hit 3,000 and then went right back up to a $70,000 Bitcoin. I think a lot of these banking institution people were patting themselves on the back, thinking that they remember all the $100,000 Bitcoin calls last year by all these people. I don't know. So anyway, the news is this was also it's Skybridge Capital. What's the other one? The one from is it Novogratz? I don't remember. And MicroStrategy as well. Yes, them. They announced that they're not selling or have not sold any of their Bitcoin. They actually plan on purchasing more. Yada, yada, yada. I think it's just to like ease fears after the whole fiasco happened a week or two ago. And everyone, for some reason, keeps thinking like, what was it? I think MicroStrategy announced like 5 bajillion times, we believe in the long-term growth of Bitcoin. We will only be buying Bitcoin. We're not going to be selling. Bitcoin falls by like 11%. That people are like, oh my gosh, are they going to sell? And it's like they told you no a couple of times. So I assume the letters N and O mean yes in some other language. I'm not really getting it. Anyway, so cool. It's nice to hear that they haven't sold any of their crypto. If they did, should I care? No, because that just means that they're waiting for a lower price to reaccumulate once again, and then the price would move back up because they reaccumulated. So, you know, logic and all that stuff. That's the Anthony Scaramucci was talking on television and said that they haven't sold any of their crypto. You know, little golf clap is in order because, you know, rich and all that stuff. Alrighty. Let's move on. Also in the news, leading Middle Eastern cryptocurrency trading platform Rain, like spelled like the stuff that comes from the sky, has listed the meme-inspired cryptocurrency Shiba Inu after months of consideration. The listing boosts Shiba Inu's liquidity at a time in which token burns are growing among its community. As Crypto Globe reported, Rain started considering listing the cryptocurrency back in March. At the time, a spokesperson said the exchange had already prepared its back end to trade the cryptocurrency. The exchange has, however, only now listed SHIB. Can anyone name an exchange that Shiba Inu is not on? Like, I'm actually having a very difficult time. I know we have at least like 15 different mega crypto exchanges around the world that are very popular, and I'm hard pressed to find one that does not have it. So, good job, Rain. Wonderful. I wonder where they got that name from. I feel like that's more of a news story than them adding Shiba Inu. Like, why rain? Why not snow? Why not like rain crypto? Why not brain? Train? Crane? I'm missing another word with rain in it. Sprain? I think sprain, that'd be a terrible name for a cryptocurrency exchange. So yeah, good job on them listing the coin. What was that map that we had a couple of months ago that showed like the holders in Europe and America, like the most searched for coins and the most like purchased, and like Shiba Inu was definitely one of them. Does anyone still have like a price prediction in their head for Shiba Inu, how high they think it's going to go? I'm not too up to date on all the Shiba Inu news. Is there like Twitter discussions of like a 10-cent Shiba Inu? Are people really expecting like a $1 Shiba Inu in like 5 years or something? Like what's the haps? Like how many coins do you think you have to burn to be able to get to these kind of numbers? Because aren't there like trillions of Shiba Inu? I don't know. It's popular. It remains in the news. I mean, it's there just about every single day. All right, that's the Shiba Inu news. And let's move on. And to finish things off, this was actually quite popular, and it's one of those news stories where I'm like, okay. Banking giants Goldman Sachs and Barclays have invested in Alan Howard's cryptocurrency trading platform. Two of the world's largest banks on the planet, Goldman Sachs and Barclays, recently participated in a $70 million Series A funding round for Elwood Technologies. The crypto trading platform, founded by British hedge fund billionaire Alan Howard, is making a lot of sense. According to a Sunday report by the Financial Times, The funding round marked the first time that Elwood Technologies has sourced outside financing, and brought the company's valuation to $500 million. The fundraising event saw contributions from Commerzbank, Dawn Capital, and Galaxy Digital. So I think that this news was popular because of Barclays and Goldman Sachs. However, we know that they were already in the cryptocurrency space. Did you know? Because I knew. We keep getting this news so often that this bank is in this space, this bank is doing that. So any extra news of them doing something is not really spectacular, or fantastic. It's kind of like, remember when we got news that, what are they called? PayPal. The PayPal was looking to get into the cryptocurrency space, and then they got into the Bitcoin space and started offering Bitcoin. And then we had news like a week later that they had invested in some kind of like funding round. And that made major news. And I was like, they own Bitcoin already, right? Like them investing $25 million in a funding round doesn't mean that they're just getting into, like, they've already been into Bitcoin for quite some time. So is it that his name is Alan Howard and that he's he's already a billionaire. So him getting $70 million from a bunch of other companies, and I assume the Barclays and Goldman probably did $10 million each, somewhere around there. Why does the really important stuff never actually make it into like news? Like I can't even think of stuff off the top of my head. You've seen it before. Like really big, like even the news that Ethereum's upgrade might be happening sometime in August. They made like 2 news headlines. And then Shiba Inu gets listed on Robinhood, and that was the news of the week. Like that, people were having parties in the street. It was like Mardi Gras. Anyway, that's the rich people are swashing money around themselves to make themselves richer and telling other people not to get into the market while they enrich themselves by buying crypto news. That's what it was. That's what I read. That's what I saw, at least. Anyway, that's the Alan Howard's crypto company bags. That is a terrible sentence. All right. Moving on. Yeah, I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, wherever you are, wherever you might be. I do hope it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the comments. And thank you for sitting here listening to me ramble on about this very weird market. Thank you all once again for watching and or listening. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.